Hello, hello. Oh, baby! Thank you! And I beat Frank.
Oh my god!
Beat Frank.
Jesus, what the mic? Oh
Uh,
my god!
Get started here. We gotta get
Hit
going.
that
I got
shit,
shit
kid.
to do in an hour. So here we are again, ladies and gentlemen, with the completely inappropriate podcast. I'm your host, Tony, along with Mr.
Frank.
And we are here to talk to you today about such a beautiful day in our nation's history. Unless you're a Native American and you actually want people to know the truth about the holiday, then it's just kind of a day of mourning.
Which we debunked last year.
Did we debunk it?
Yep.
What are you talking about?
That
What did we debunk?
Thanksgiving is a celebration of genocide.
Yeah, well, it's odd. It's odd because it never has been. Thanksgiving's always been a celebrated thing. Like it's oh shit.
It's
Sorry, I bumped the camera. It's always been celebrated on like odd days, just throughout different states, different cultures, different communities. Because every year there's something, you have a big feast to just give thanks to God, the glory of God, and the creation, and everything that has you've been blessed with that year. It was what was her name? Fucking Sarah.
Connor.
No, Sarah Joseph Buell Hull. She petitioned Lincoln to and actually for like 18 years or something. I don't know, 13, 18, something like that. For years, she was petitioning the U.S. presidents to make Thanksgiving a national holiday.
Mm-hmm.
And so Lincoln ends up doing it. And then as far as debunking things, you see these Native Americans on YouTube talking about, like, I wish people knew the truth. Lincoln, yeah, he made Thanksgiving a national holiday, but he also sentenced 38 Dakota fighters to death for treason for the massacres they performed. But they don't tell you that it was really over 300 Native Americans that were supposed to be killed, and he commuted 290 something of their sentence of them that he commuted their sentences and freed them. Maybe I'm putting my foot in my mouth. I don't know if he actually freed them, but he commuted the sentences. The point is they didn't get put to death.
Mm-hmm.
But they're pointing out that he still killed 38 of them. It's like, well, yeah, but it's also a time where if he didn't ask Trump why he hasn't done some of the things he promised he was going to do, ask Bush why he didn't, ask Obama why he did, or didn't. It's all because you have to adhere to the constituents, right? To your people that you're leading. So you can't. It's the same reason that Pontius Pilate didn't release Jesus and Barabbas. They released Barabbas on the day, because you can pardon one, you can't pardon them all.
Mm-hmm.
And so he gave them a choice, Jesus or Barabbas. And they chose Barabbas because Barabbas was the fighter. He was more of a militant. He was the I think we said this last year that he was the Malcolm X versus Jesus Christ, Martin Luther King attitude towards violence and fighting back. Organizing against peacefully or organizing against in arms. So people wanted the militant. Anyway, yeah. So same shit happened to Lincoln, man. That's all I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you can't save everybody.
Nope.
We don't get all of our prisoners of war back. We don't give all our prisoners of war back.
Yeah.
It's just how it goes.
Mm-hmm.
And then what? What do you got to say about this Thanksgiving shit? What do you got anything else to debunk with the Thanksgiving?
No, well,
that's why I brought it up, because you mentioned debunking. And
yeah, because there were people saying that we shouldn't celebrate Thanksgiving because you're celebrating genocide, and we looked up the history, and really it was that the Indians started the whole killing. And
no, that's not true.
Yeah, because
I'm certain that's not what I said.
The Pilgrims landed on the hook of Massachusetts right? And then they got attacked by Indians. So
Right, but that wasn't at the time of Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving happened years later. The indigenous people of the area were already trading with the Europeans for over 100 years by that point. By the time the first Thanksgiving occurred.
Yeah.
And when the first Thanksgiving occurred, it occurred during a time of peace and whatnot.
Right.
But then there was some scuzzy things going on with the Europeans taking advantage of that relationship.
and the Indians under what's his name?
And then, of course, that winter came and decimated everybody with the crossover diseases.
Yeah, and then once the chief died, that the rest of the Indians were like, "Well, that was
his
treaty
deal.
with him.
Yeah.
So we're gonna fucking massacre all of you." And then
Yeah, I don't buy that. It's too one-sided of a story.
right, but we spoke about it.
There's got to be. Yeah, I'm sure we talked about it.
Yeah.
I would need to re-listen to that episode because I'd probably contradict most of the things I said back then.
Maybe.
Yeah. I'd be able to find research today that contradicts it anyway, and then I'd have to go back on all that shit. So we're not here to tell you facts. We're here to just go over some interesting points that make us think, and maybe lean into the inappropriate nature of it a bit.
Mm-hmm. Like me having 6 months to live.
Yeah, like we mentioned last episode. So Frank's thankful that they gave him 6 months to live. To lose weight, you fat fuck. You're too fat. So what are you going to do about it this turkey day?
Well, bird is healthy, right? But too much bird is unhealthy.
Is it fried or is it baked? Slow
roasted? Baked.
Slow roasted.
Yeah, we're going to have two. So one's going to be baked, one's going to be deep fried. So, yeah, but I'll post about that when the day comes. Might not even end up having fucking 2 birds. But, yeah. So I was saying, I'm like, oh, well, I'll just have fucking Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year's be my cheat day. But it's not going to be much of a cheat day if I'm not going to pig out, right?
You shouldn't pig out on a cheat day. That's not the
Right.
point of a cheat day. The point of a cheat day is that you still have a portioned meal. The thing is, your portioned meal can be whatever you want. You're not restricting, no carbs, no sugars. I don't believe in cheat days personally. I just say eat the best you can today.
Mm-hmm.
If something comes across you and you want to eat it, just fucking eat it. But don't eat the whole goddamn pie. Have a sliver, like portion control.
Just be
Have
sure.
some goddamn self-respect and self-will and willpower.
Yeah, just be sure you can burn
Self-control,
those
that's
calories later.
Yeah, if you feel like you've maybe spoiled yourself in the kitchen, spoil yourself in the gym too. Get your body feeling a little better about itself. Because that's the thing too. When you do start eating healthier, when you do pig out, you start to feel the effects of that sugar and the insulin dump a lot more, and you can feel like crap. And working out after a meal like that, and not directly after, obviously after you've settled your food settled. Wait 30 minutes, ladies and gentlemen, before entering the pool after eating.
Thought it was an hour.
It just depends on your metabolism, I guess. I don't fucking know.
Well, better be safe than sorry. So
I think they proved that was a myth too.
I think so.
Yeah, I think that's a myth.
Yeah, something about stomach cramps.
But this isn't the armchair expert. We don't have a fact checker
Yeah.
in the form of a miniature Indian girl.
Indian in a cupboard?
Huh?
Indian in a cupboard?
That was one of my favorite movies. I just realized you can't have that movie be made today. It would have to be titled something else. Indian in a Cupboard?
Yeah, but what happened? It was in some
I had a magic
streaming
cupboard
service.
and I had a magic key. I put the toy into the cupboard and it became alive.
Yeah.
I watched that movie a lot. That was the intro, the little commercial that you'd see in all the Disney movies. I love the Indian in the Cupboard. Fuck you.
Yeah, no, it wasn't. I found it in some streaming service.
It was the first Night of the Museum, man. You know how that's what Night of the Museum reminded me of real bad.
Essentially what it is.
Gulliver's Travel, I guess.
It's
Same
the
thing
Toy
in
Story
reverse.
before Toy Story.
It sure as fuck was in a way. Wow.
Yeah.
Whoop, whoop. Good on you, Frank. Good on you. You win Thanksgiving.
Okay.
I got nothing, man. So what you were sad because they were putting some restrictions on the holiday.
Well, not sad, but I just find that these
Disconcerted?
CDC guidelines are just fucking ridiculous.
They've been ridiculous.
One of them got me to say, so what's the point?
There's only so much you can restrict people, you know? It's more just to say, like, it's like yield signs. Like the yellow.
Yeah.
Like some people choose to speed up during that instead of slow down. It's more of a suggestion, really. It's not the hard law is the red light, right? We're not getting that. I'm not saying you can't do it, but it's probably a good idea if you.
Yeah.
But if you bust through that fucking yellow light and you catch the red and you get pulled over, it's on you. Or you get T-boned because you can't fucking be patient for another 30 seconds. And again, on you.
Yeah. Yep.
That's how I feel the mask mandate is and all that shit. Like, it's on you. If you find out you were infected and you infected other people, how's that going to sit on your conscience?
Mm-hmm.
If it never happens, it never happens. There's nothing to feel bad about. I don't think it's anybody else's business other than the people who want to wear a mask and want to separate. And you fucking wear a mask and separate yourself.
Yep. Yeah.
I hate that this conversation always comes up. Fucking mask.
Well, okay, it'll be over soon.
And I'm not anti-masker. I wear my mask everywhere all the time. I'm fine with it as a common courtesy. I feel like it's face underwear now, you know? We all wear underwear so that our little pee stains aren't coming through our jeans and fucking ass sweat isn't just wafting into the air. There's an extra little barrier to maintain that odorous smell that you produce in a long day working.
Yeah.
Or just sitting your ass down if you're Frank, watching TV, playing on his phone, diddling his dinkle.
Sometimes.
Most of the time.
So these fucking guidelines are, if you're gonna travel, fucking. Oh no, that's not it. No, these guidelines are that wear a mask, all day. Like this is aimed at college kids, right? So then, but if you're traveling, it applies to you too. So you're visiting your family, right? You're in the household. Always wear a mask. Don't touch the family pets at all. Bring your own fucking utensils. Bring your own food. And what was the other one? I'm missing one. But of course, wash your hands and fucking.
I have a better idea.
What?
Why doesn't everybody just go get tested before they go home for the holidays? If you're clear, then everybody knows you're clear. Like, is it a pain in the ass? Yes. But I'd rather that be the mandate than something so stupid as, okay, now you're in your family's house. We're all going to be breathing the same air. It's not like the air is going anywhere. It's such bullshit. You have to adjust your mask all the time. Like, it doesn't make sense. I get it in production lines, like in the nature of my job. Like, I'm handling people, the product, I'm generally not touching my face anyway because I'm covered in grease all the time. Like, it is an added barrier to protect the client. So I'm happy to do it for certain jobs and certain work's sake. But I don't know, man. I don't know. I think it's going a little too far. Canceling the Macy's Day Parade.
Okay.
We just had months and months of Black Lives Matter protests, Blue Lives Matter protests, Trump rallies, Biden rallies. All these people were still getting together, still doing things, but we can't do the one thing that might actually bring everybody a little bit of joy and togetherness. Like, we're taking away the one time where we come together as a people, as a community, all together on the same side. Turkey, yes. Football, yes. The Rockettes and fucking cats on Broadway walking the street in their costumes. People love this shit. Peanuts in the sky. Not Peanut Skies for you people born in after 2000. Peanuts is a cartoon known as Charlie Brown. Snoopy, Woodstock. Oh, Woodstock got his name from this. Never mind. Snoopy pretends to be the Red Baron. The Red Baron was a part of history as well. Don't know if you know it.
Anyway.
Anyway.
It's also a pizza.
Yeah, it's not just a pizza brand. Jesus Christ. I've never felt more old than recently.
Just now explaining the peanuts?
No. Just recently in my life, I've started to realize that I am a grown ass man now. Like I don't think of things the same anymore. Like my brain switched all of a sudden. It's like, what can I liken it to? I don't know, man. It's just I hit a tipping point where I just stopped thinking of girls as just objects. I started like not wanting to be drunk all the time and like care about people. I don't know, man. I don't like it. Growing up is real boring. It's real boring. No, I'm kidding. It's just cool. I don't know, man. Just talking about maybe something I'm thankful for is just that I've grown. I don't know.
Yeah.
I really am grateful for it, though. How about you? What are you grateful for?
I am grateful for having a warm house to stay in. Because I was outside grilling on one of these supposed cold fronts. And the temperatures were dropping, right?
Jesus,
but-
you lost the energy there. What are you
but-
talking about, cold front? When was the last time you were grilling? We haven't had a cold front in
Yeah, we
over like
did.
4 years.
No, you're thinking of a fucking...
Global
that was
warming,
snow.
Frank. It's global warming. We don't get cold anymore.
We had snow back like 4 years ago, and it was for like 20
I'm
minutes.
kidding, but we
But-
really haven't had a cold front
Yes, we
recently.
have.
But not recently. Not a decent one. It dropped to maybe like 60. But that's not even a cold front. That's just like a chill.
Right. Well,
It was God farted and he didn't have spicy nachos the day before, so it was just a nice airy, pleasant breeze that picked up and cooled
Right.
us down for a
so
little bit.
let's go with this. It was chill with a cool breeze.
Okay.
Okay. Now I was out
And
grilling,
that was enough to make you
and I started to feel fucking shivers, and I was telling my brother about how I was
shivers.
back in Ramadi with my fucking camis all drenched in sweat and my nipples chafing from the fucking...
Would you and the boys huddle together?
Yes, there's a picture. I think it's on MySpace. I don't remember who has it, but there's a picture of a bunch of fucking big bad Marines all fucking huddled up underneath a fucking kitchen table. I was one of them
Why?
because it was so fucking cold. We were
Why
like-
under the kitchen table?
Because that's the only room we had. It was a bunch of fucking Marines.
Very odd.
Yeah, it was actually, I think it was 2 platoons in one fucking house. And now that I'm thinking about it, like I remember back then a warm meal made all the fucking difference. It was like this weight being lifted off my fucking shoulders, like fucking
Having a warm comfort
my
meal.
feet weren't aching anymore, and like I don't know.
Yeah,
it
it
was-
could rejuvenate you a good meal, especially if it's filled with the nutrients that you need.
Right. Well, this was a warm meal in fucking cold days, eating fucking MREs, which are also cold. So yeah, if I was fucking fortunate enough to dig into my fucking pack for an MRE,
Mhm.
but yeah. So I was telling my parents that I'm like, I am grateful for having a warm fucking house, because if I were outside, I'd be hating life right now. Like I could feel my fucking nipples chafed. Like fucking I was wearing the fucking flag again. I'm like, no, I have sensitive nipples. So yeah.
Careful, our Indian listener might get excited. For those of you who don't follow close enough to the podcast, we had a 15-year-old boy who hit us up on Instagram because he was a fan of the show. And I was interested in having him on, but I was like, yeah, you're 15. Let's wait. Can we get an adult with you on the show? And then I don't know whatever happened with that. But yeah, at some point you talked about your nipples on the podcast, and I guess he heard the episode. You're like, is it weird that I want to see Frank's nipples? I was like, for a 15-year-old boy to ask to see a 30-year-old man's nipples. You're welcome. A 30-year-old man's nipples across the country. Yeah, there's probably going to be issues with that. So let's wait till you're 18, then you can ask him again. I don't know what the law is in India, but we're not touching that one with the 10-foot pole.
Yeah. But So yeah, that's one thing.
Sorry, I didn't mean to do that. I don't know why I was doing that. Like, wave it, just smack it, buddy. Oh my god, so tired, man.
It's getting
So what are you
late.
doing this Thanksgiving then?
I am.
What's on the docket?
Being at home
You gonna
all
watch
by my lonesome.
Gonna watch football?
Yes. I think I have the channel to watch the footballs.
Are there people in the stands in football, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Are they social distancing or no?
Yes.
They've got like every other seat or something.
Mhm.
How is it?
Yeah, it's got like you come in a group of 4, so then it's you 4, and then they skip a few seats, and then it's another group.
So it could be up to 4 of you in a section, and then
yeah, something like that. I
1,
don't know.
2, skip a few.
We'd have to go to a football game and buy tickets and
Fuck that.
find that out.
No, we do need to go to a comedy show though. I need to hit up the friend that I mentioned on the last podcast, who's got his own podcast. Yeah, I'm excited. I hope to get a live show out there one day. So I talked to him about doing a swap cast. Maybe we can go do his and he'll come and do ours. Yeah,
Yeah.
who knows? It'd be fun. The Not Suitable for Listeners podcast. Check it out.
Yeah, not the Nazi Party podcast.
God, you're an idiot. You're so obsessed with. You really need that to be tied in.
No.
Is that what you thought? Is that what you thought this podcast was going to be, though? Basically, that's basically what this podcast is,
Yeah.
right? It's just two guys just bullshitting, just leaning into the inappropriate nature of shit.
Yep.
Yeah, it was very inspirational. It really was. It's inspirational for the style of show that we got. Is very, very much out of Tusk.
Yeah. Yeah, didn't you say that they were coming up with the fucking story for it on the fly?
Yeah, Kevin Smith was talking to it with, I think it was Scott Mosier or just somebody else on his podcast, and they came across the letter, right, of somebody asked. It was basically the letter that the guy posts up in the bar that Justin Long goes to see, goes to when he finds the letter in the urinal.
Mm-hmm.
Offering, I'm a man who's traveled around the world, and I only need company to have someone to tell my stories to. And then they just riff together and like, yeah, this guy's gonna end up being a killer. He's like he's killing people and taking their skins to make a suit out of it. Yeah, a giant walrus suit. And you can go back to the episode. I don't know what fucking podcast it was. Go to Smodcast. It's one of those fucking early episodes. I'm sure you can Google it. But yeah, they so you hear them live thinking out this whole storyline. And he's like, fuck it, I'm going to do it. So he ended up making a movie out of this thing he just riffed on a podcast. That's why I like doing it too, man. Every once in a while, I'll say like I'll just start riffing and continue on a story that doesn't like. You remember when I did that dream? That it was like a 2-minute segment where I was just talking about a dream that I had that I never really had. It was like I was flying through gumdrops and then the rain fell down as Skittles and it was, I don't know.
I think I remember.
It's one of those real niche moments on the show that it just
Right.
sticks out to me, that I remember doing that. And then my inappropriate story times. I love those, man. I like writing. I like putting together fucking stories and shit.
Yeah, I do too. I just haven't in a while. But okay, cool. So yeah,
What the fuck? Oh, is this still a Thanksgiving episode? I thought we were just riffing again. What?
No, it's
What?
fucking Thanksgiving. But
What do you want to talk about?
What happened?
What do you have to bring to
So,
the table? Tell me something.
The other fucking ridiculous guideline.
Oh, wait, no. What are you doing this Thanksgiving?
Oh yeah, we left on that. My ears ringing. I am gonna be all by my lonesome, right? My sister's gonna be there. Maybe my father's gonna be there, right? So she's gonna do all the fucking starch and carbs, which I'm not gonna touch.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm gonna deep fry the fucking turkey outside
So why deep fry? Why not do an oven roast?
because
You'll save yourself the calories.
right. One, it's done faster. B, I had the Thanksgiving I had in California with my aunt and uncle from up there. They would go to my uncle's boss's house and have their Thanksgiving there. White people always do it at fucking it's Thanksgiving lunch with them. It's never Thanksgiving dinner. But anyways,
Well, because most people have another one to go to. Like I've got 3 to do on Thanksgiving. We wake up early. We'll do like a 10 o'clock, like early lunch, late breakfast thing at my in-laws.
Mm-hmm.
Then by 1 or 2 o'clock, I'm at my grandma's house doing it again there. And then by 4 or 5, I've got my friends coming over, or we're going to their place in Edinburgh. I think we're going to their place this year. I should probably know that being a week out, but yeah, we're going to be going over there. So that's been my Thanksgiving the last few years, with the exception of last year because my entire family was out at my cousin's wedding at the Florida Keys.
Right.
Because nothing says Thanksgiving like making everybody travel to Florida for your wedding. Love you guys. No shade at all. Just what are you gonna do?
Yeah. So, anyways, so I told my mother about that, how they would, deep fry it, and she got curious and she wanted to try it, and it's done a lot faster if you deep fry it.
Yeah, it's just like an hour, right?
Yeah. And what happened? Yeah, so she liked it, and so we've been doing it deep fried ever since.
So now it's just your tradition. That's sweet. That's
Yeah.
cool. And you've always been the one to do it. That's cool. That's cool. Why did I say pool? That's cool, man.
Thinking of
I was really excited.
pool at your parents'?
Last year was the first time where we got to do it all ourselves. We had because, like I said, my family wasn't here at all, so we ended up having the time to prepare the meal. And we did the turkey and the ham in slow roasters, and they came out phenomenal. Phenomenal. But I like doing the slow roast because I like the basting process. I like being able to check on it every 15 minutes to make sure that you're basting it and it's not getting dry. You can pull it at just the right moment. Like I like to put, as soon as it reaches the proper temperature, I pull it and just let it sit in its juices all day, or until serving time. I hate people that they take it out and they leave it out to cool immediately and they slice it and they serve it cold. Like I get it, it's prettier to prep that way, but I'd much rather you know what I mean, when they have it all chopped up and everybody just goes in with the tongs and goes. I'd much rather have a server. You know what I mean? Usually it's the cook. It should be the cook, and yeah, that way everybody's getting a fresh slice right off the bird when they want it. Go sit down, still see the steam coming off it. Oh boy! I need it to be Thursday already. I'm feeling good about my life right now. I'm ready to eat, boy. Ready to eat, boy. Yeah. What's your favorite part? What's your favorite meal portion? What's the one part that you'll probably cheat with?
Take a wild guess. If you've been listening long enough, you probably know.
Because he comes from his mama. And he likes pie, baby. Pecan?
Yes.
My wife made you a pecan once.
Yes, she did.
How'd that come out?
That was fucking great.
That's good. That's good. She's supposed to be working on her crust. It's real hit and miss when she does a crust from scratch.
I stumbled onto on Facebook a pecan cheesecake. And I was like, oh my God, that sounds fucking awesome. Yeah, pecan pie cheesecake. And I'm like, that sounds fucking awesome.
Sounds like a cheesecake with pecans on it.
Then I copied the fucking recipe and I sent it over to my mother and I watched the video. And I'm like, so it's just a cheesecake with pecan pie filling on top.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fucking... What?
What'd you think it was going to be, Frank?
I thought it was something fucking creative.
Yeah, you just layer it together. Although, you know what would be creative is to do that and then deep fry it.
Yeah, see, something like that,
Fried pecan cheesecake.
Yeah, I also saw this.
Damn, son. I don't even like pecan pie because I don't like the pecan filling. It's always been too sweet. I think the texture is too goopy. Which doesn't make sense because I love apple pie and that's the goopiest goddamn flavor. Or cherry pie, that's real goopy too.
Cherry pie. Yeah, it's not poison. It's I don't know. Chance's gonna hate me
poison.
For not knowing.
Boysenberry? Is that what you're
Dude.
trying to say?
No,
Sound like you said
sweet
poison.
cherry pie, and I'm like, no, it's not
Caroline,
poison.
you dumb fuck.
No, that's the white people one.
Sweet Caroline.
But this is
Ba, ba, ba.
80s hair metal. Fucking, what was I saying? Sweet
She's
cherry
my
pie.
cherry pie.
Yeah, that one.
You're a dumb. You're not. Or cherry bomb.
Yeah, that's the Runaways. Fucking no, yeah, it is.
Yeah,
What-
yeah.
yeah.
You got it.
Okay, yeah.
Good
I was
on you.
thinking, like, I was gonna say that, but I was thinking this one fucking Marvel movie, and I'm like, no. 'Cause-
So my favorite part of Thanksgiving,
Mhm.
my favorite cheat item. I mean, I eat anything. I eat whenever the fuck I want because I burn it off easily. I'm just lucky to have a strong metabolism that I've kept up. But my favorite thing to eat is this stuff called a pink fluff. Just what my aunt calls it. I don't know what the actual name is. I've never looked into it. But it's this marshmallow whipped cream, maraschino cherries with the juice to add some color. Then you throw in grapes, raisin. It's basically like a fruit
roll up.
You're a dumb fuck.
It's like a marshmallow casserole.
It's a fruit salad with
Oh.
marshmallow and whipped cream in it.
okay.
You know what I mean? And it's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
But the cherry filling is the cherry. Maraschino cherries are a necessity in that. And then I want to say she puts cranberries in it.
Maybe.
I don't remember.
Or would that make it too red? It's supposed to be pink.
No, just pieces. What are you talking about?
Oh, okay. I
Not
thought,
cranberry juice.
Like, no, like
Cranberries.
filling and all that good stuff.
Filling.
Yeah.
Use complete sentences. What are you saying?
I fucking what'd you say? Cranberry filling.
I didn't say cranberry filling.
No, but that's
I
what
said
I was
cranberries.
picturing. Cranberry filling.
Well, you're a dumb fuck, aren't
and
you?
fucking what was the other one? The
Maraschino cherries and the juice,
Filling.
the ones that you use for cocktails.
right.
Those.
Okay.
Why are you so easily confused? All right. So, what are the plans, Frank? What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do together?
Oh,
Do we have anything to?
you want to do something together on
Yeah. What do you
Thanksgiving?
think? Why? Or maybe the next day when we got all the leftovers.
I was thinking that I'm like, cause
We'll
all,
be recording
all this week.
that Saturday. so.
All this week, you know, people, some people have posted about their Friendsgiving. You know, it's like a
Right. Yeah.
and they do that before actual Thanksgiving.
Right.
And the actual Thanksgiving, they have it with their
Or
family.
on Thanksgiving if they can't spend it with their family.
Yeah, and then I'm like, I've never had a Friendsgiving. I wonder if I should throw one next year because it's too late to organize one this year. I'm like,
I mean, we can do a post for Thanksgiving. I wouldn't mind if we're gonna do our Thanksgiving obviously Thursday.
yeah, like as
Have a
long
day
as it's still
Friday, and then
November.
maybe we can do something Saturday when we record here.
Yeah, as long as it's still November, right?
If you say so, I don't think that matters either. For instance, Canada celebrates it the second Monday of October. Second Monday of October.
Okay.
And it gives them a 3-day weekend. So they're off that Friday, Saturday, Sunday. There's no Black Friday, but they do, because obviously celebrated Monday, the next day isn't Friday. So, but they often, like stores there will have Black Friday sales when we do our Black Friday sales, even though it's not even around Thanksgiving for them.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's a bunch of places, not a bunch of places, but there's a handful of places that celebrate Thanksgiving as a national holiday.
Like here, for instance.
Like the United States? Are you sure? I didn't know we celebrated Thanksgiving. Go figure.
No, because now you're going somewhere else with fucking a bunch of places. And
No, so
you're
well,
like,
yeah. So like the second Monday in October is in Canada. The first Thursday in November is Liberia's. The last Wednesday in November is Norfolk Island, and the fourth Thursday in November is us, the United States and Brazil.
Brazil.
Yeah, I don't know why that's surprising that they would have, but it does seem. I guess because all these other, I don't know.
I'm surprised. Who was it you said? Liberia?
Liberia, yeah.
I'm surprised they have a Thanksgiving.
Norfolk Island.
And Norfolk, I think that's a U.S. territory.
Don't
Pretty
know.
sure.
Don't know. Couldn't tell you. But those
Hmm.
those are the places that have a national Thanksgiving.
Because I know, and this might be why you're suffering from fucking pre-Christmas orgasm. that in Mexico they don't have a Thanksgiving. Therefore, the day after fucking Halloween, they put up their Christmas trees and it's all about Christmas.
That makes sense.
Yeah. But
Well, that also makes sense why they would start selling the Christmas items so early too.
right.
If they're just bypassing Thanksgiving altogether. It was funny, there's a house that I run by every other day, and it still has a Halloween pumpkin out, but it's got like a snowman hanging right above it. I was like,
Oh,
I don't know if
nice.
and it's a fake pumpkin, so
The Nightmare
It's-
Before Christmas.
yeah, it's just adorable. It's adorable, but we haven't even gotten to Thanksgiving yet. Like, where's the turkey?
Yeah.
But you put up an inflatable turkey too.
Yeah. People think I'm a fucking Grinch or a fucking sourpuss.
You kind of are.
Because I'm like, it's November. It's not even Thanksgiving yet, and you're over here posting fucking your Christmas tree on fucking.
That was
social
pretty
media.
gnarly when you went to, where was it, Home Depot or
Sam's.
where?
I was at Sam's.
You were at Sam's and they had Christmas trees out in
Yeah.
like September, right?
Yeah,
That was
like
weird.
mid-September.
That was way early, and I should have got one then too, because I need one. I didn't realize I needed one, but mine's gone to shit.
Oh, okay. I was like, don't you have a fake one? Just fucking put it up and then. put it
Yeah,
back.
it's just old.
Oh,
We need a new one. They go
Yeah.
bad. They lose
they
their
do?
they lose their luster a bit.
Huh?
Yeah, you
Okay.
bend the branches so much, then they just look a little off, you know.
Oh,
All right. Anyway, so did you know that there's like 4 places called Turkey in the United States?
yeah. There's Turkey, the country. There's
No, in the United States, you
Oh.
dumb fuck. Jesus Christ. Listen to more than your own fucking voice for a change. Anyway, so there's a Turkey in Texas, of course,
Uh-huh.
because Texas has everything.
Yep.
There's a Turkey in Arizona,
Mhm.
Turkey, Louisiana, and Turkey, North Carolina. I just thought that was a cute little fun fact that there's 4 turkeys in the United States.
I wonder if it means anything.
Yeah, it means that these 4 places are all called Turkey. But the fuck do you want it to mean?
No, like fucking.
Like if you connect them, are they on fault lines and shit, or on the Nasdaq? Do they form some sort of imagery like the Nasdaq lines and shit?
You never know.
Okay.
Shot. But yeah, like fucking San Antonio, it's called San Antonio de Bejar, right? But we just call it fucking San Antonio. And because of all the fucking Germans and Irish that were in Texas drinking all the fucking time, you know, their drunk asses wouldn't pronounce Behar. They'd say bear.
Beer.
Bear.
What are we talking about? I'm sorry, I wasn't really
Bejar.
listening to you.
And so then now the county is called
Bear County.
Not Bexar County for you outsiders. It's Bear County. Yeah, kind of like that, you know, because the Spaniards were naming their fucking towns after fucking missionaries and fucking asshole here and asshole there. You know,
Here an ass, everywhere an
yeah.
ass.
So then, like maybe Turkey because I don't know King Turkey the Fourth. That's why there's so many places named Turkey. I don't know, or King Turculus
Couldn't tell you.
from
Couldn't tell you.
Greek.
Couldn't tell you.
There's Caesars.
What I could tell you is that, did you know the first football game to be played on Thanksgiving was in 1876?
Hmm.
It was a game between the Yale College and Princeton, or
I think I
university.
heard that.
guess. Yeah, but the first NFL game wasn't until 1920, on Thanksgiving 1920.
Oh, 100 years ago.
Yeah.
I wonder if they're gonna do anything special for this Thanksgiving. Like there's a football game.
Yeah,
every
nobody in the
Thanksgiving,
crowds.
But
No, nobody in the stands.
no, like have a big fucking cake with a stripper come out.
That's weird. I guess
Happy
that's kind of fucked.
birthday,
Yeah, they'd be celebrating their
President.
100th year playing. Wow, how
Yeah.
odd. And then we can't. It's odd because normally that would be a big thing. It's
Mhm.
anything that the NFL could market, they would market the shit out of, right?
Yeah.
But they can't this year because it's in poor taste.
Just like how the World Cup was supposed to be this summer, but because of the Rona, they pushed it to fall of 2022.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so Rona's got us fucked up all over the place. Yeah. And
Well, it's probably fucked up a bunch of shit. Because I was looking up, there was an article that came up, and it looked like it must have been a couple years ago. It definitely wasn't written this year because it was the best places to travel in Texas this Thanksgiving. And I just don't think most of these are going to be up, but I wanted to, real quick, I'm just going to run through the list, and then you could pick which ones we talk about.
Okay.
So there's the Austin's Christmas Parade. There's head to Houston for the HEB Holiday Parade. That's very much my favorite Texas one.
Yeah, that's very Texas.
That's very Texas. Houston for an HEB Holiday Parade. I love it. Except, never mind. I'll get to that joke later. There's tree lighting and ice skating in Fredericksburg. There's the Moody Gardens Festival of Lights in Galveston. Have you ever been to that?
No.
You ever seen it? Do you know anything about Moody Gardens?
Nope.
Oh, well then we're not going to talk very much about it much. There's the San Antonio Mariachi Music Festival. That's real Texas right there.
Yeah, I'm like, doesn't that happen year round?
Right? There's always a mariachi
Yeah.
music festival here. Every teenage girl's quinceañera here is a mariachi.
Yeah.
It has a mariachi band at it. At least for a round of 2 or 3 songs before everybody gets annoyed with it.
Are you going to have a mariachi for your wedding?
I'd prefer not to.
Okay.
Same reason we didn't opt for a lot of things at our wedding.
Right.
Like pan dulce, we're not doing that. We're not doing I don't know. I didn't even want like a traditional cake either. I wanted like pies. I really did. I'd rather have a pie than a cake.
Okay.
So if they end up if someone surprises me with a cake, I'll take it. But just get my wife her wedding cake. That's fine.
So then, that was your list?
That was it. It was just those few places.
Oh,
I thought
okay.
I had more too, but I ran out of time.
The Houston HEB one, that's the only one that doesn't sound like it's
All right,
Christmas.
so for those of you not from Texas, or right, is it specifically only Texas has HEBs?
Yeah.
What does HEB stand for?
And I
Do you
think-
even know?
I think
Get the-
Oklahoma has one. I don't know, but HEB is the initials of the original owner, Mr. Henry Edward Butt. That's HEB.
Howard E. Butts.
Oh, I was always told Henry Edward Butt.
First one opened in Kerrville in 1905 by Florence Butt. And this is B-U-T-T, by the way. This isn't a joke. Like this, it's actually Howard E. Butts, which is hilarious because had we known that as kids, it almost would have made the jokes about what HEB might stand for moot. Like there would be no point in making fun of it because just saying the actual name, yeah, it's Howard Butts. Howard E. Butts. Butts. Let's go get our grocery at the Butts.
Yeah, imagine saying that. We're the Butts.
That sucks.
Butt residents.
That sucks. But good on him. He owned it. He started a franchise in Texas, unlike many. Like HEB has its own brands of everything from canned corn to toothpaste.
It's
I
the
think.
Texas Walmart.
Yeah, but it's all Texas majoritively Texas product. If not all of it is sourced from Texas directly. It's great. I almost hate going to Walmart just because I feel like I'm cheating on HEB, and we've got some good HEBs, but Walmart's there's 2 or 3 Walmarts in between every HEB, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
They just don't have the power behind them that Walmart built somehow.
Yeah, and then what happened?
So they actually hold a parade in Houston. I love that idea.
Yeah, and it's not a Christmas parade. It's a Thanksgiving parade on Thanksgiving. Or am I missing something?
I think so. No, yeah, it starts early Thanksgiving morning. Some of the highlights include extravagant floats, marching bands, etc., etc. But yeah, it's been going on for 70 years already, dude.
70 years?
Yeah, this Thanksgiving tradition, yeah.
And you're just now telling me about this?
I never knew about it. I just found out about it. 70 years there's been an HEB holiday parade. I guess it's always been outshined by the fucking Macy's Day.
Not this year.
Not this fucking year. Well, that's what I'm saying. Are any of these places even open this Thanksgiving for you to go enjoy?
Probably, because our governor...
I feel like Texas might.
Yeah, our governor said he wasn't going to close down the state again anytime soon.
Well, you could say that if you
Yeah, because
saying
El
and
Paso's
doing
still,
are two different things.
Yeah, El Paso's still going through quarantine.
So yeah, I think I'd rather see the HEB. Did you see that? It was a giant shopping cart that had like 7 people riding around in it, and a giant person in a bag,
I can picture it, but I don't know
in
if
an
I've
HEB
seen
bag.
it. But
I mean, I think I described it pretty fucking well.
right.
But here, if you need to see it,
Oh, that's nothing like what I pictured.
no.
Nope.
What I'm more impressed by is this 8 liter this V8 engine that's
Oh,
powering
shit.
it. Did you see that fucking thing?
Yeah.
I didn't catch it at first. There's a massive ass engine powering this thing. Here, I'll put it up to the camera for the.
Oh shit.
Well, I'll send you that picture so we could post it when this
Yeah.
goes up. But I'd take that over the Macy's Day any day.
Yeah.
Because at least that one might be in person. So Macy is doing. Do you know how it's supposed to be? So are they? Is it just going to be a stage with performers, and we're just watching this show like a Super Bowl halftime show, basically? That's just extended with the. I mean, are they still going to do floats? Is it just going to be like one circle instead of this whole several mile long stretch?
Well, if you're not gonna have a crowd, then why bother doing the actual parade? Like you might as
I
well.
don't know.
do-
It's real weird.
Yeah, you might as well do the whole Zoom thing. Like do the performance via Zoom, and then.
Or just send a camera crew to each of their. What? It just doesn't make sense, man. Like I don't know. I saw a map saying that we're tipping over now. The corona's come back with a vengeance right on time for Thanksgiving, and I don't know if that's true. My cousin, I have shit. I don't even know how old he is. Probably like 16, 17-year-old cousin. He's got corona right now.
Mhm.
But they say he looks fine. It's not hurting too bad. He's not hospitalized or anything. He's just living. I still don't know anybody personally that's had any serious problems with it.
Oh, so speaking of Thanksgiving and Rona, the governor of New York, Cuomo was he did a mandate to basically cancel fucking Thanksgiving, and NYPD was like, yeah, no, we're not doing that.
Not enforcing it.
Yeah.
What was the mandate though?
To stay inside for Thanksgiving, do not travel. Yeah.
Well, the people that are going to listen are going to listen. The people that aren't going to listen were never going to listen in the first place. So
Yeah.
it's like weed laws. Like there's some laws that you've tried to enforce in the past in certain ways. They're just insurmountable. You just can't win those certain fights. Pick your battles, people. Come on now. But who knows? That's why we're not in government.
Yeah.
We're just two sad saps on a podcast,
Mm-hmm.
chitter chattering.
Yep.
And trying to entertain the masses. So, ladies and gentlemen, that has been the Completely Inappropriate Podcast once again. This has been another Turkey Day edition for your oral pleasure. Frank,
Mm-hmm.
how many pies you can eat?
I'm only gonna have one slice.
After another, after another, after another, after another. With that being said, this has been the Completely Inappropriate Podcast. I've been Tony, along with Mr.
Frank.
And we love you people. Remember to leave us a 5-star review. Don't try the other stars. Trust us, they don't work. They don't matter. They're not a part of the life that we want for you to exist in. So just leave us a 5-star review. Leave us a comment. Let us know how much you love us, because we love you oh so goddamn much. Frank, what do we tell the people?
Be excellent.
Find your happy, try to be better today than you were yesterday. Happy motherfucking Thanksgiving. Bye, Frank.
Bye, Frank.